So I am Penny Hartzog. I'm so proud to still be here. And I want to introduce to you Bruce Vredenburg, who is the president of our region in here. So he goes a long way from Pensacola all the way to Mariana. And Bruce has just been wonderful. I think he's had a chance to meet all of y'all. And I'm going to turn the program over to him.
Thank you, Penny.
Yeah.
And thank you, everyone, for coming out today. I was mentioning earlier, it's amazing when you start handing out checks and food all of a sudden. Wow, lobby fills up quick.
All right, I'm ready for it.
Well, you want checks and votes, right? So anyhow, we do appreciate y'all, and as Penny said, she's excited about joining Hancock. Well, I can't tell you how excited we are about joining Crestview. We really are. It's something that has been certainly a goal of mine over the last few years, and we've known what's been going on up here, a lot of great things, and we needed to be a part of it. And whether it's unfortunate, it's fortunate for us that we have this opportunity and enter the market in this way. And we look forward to being a part of this market and being very active in the market for a long time to come. As Penny says, we have over 100-year history in the Gulf South area that we're very proud of, and we're happy to introduce you all to that today. So if I could just start off by introducing some folks that we have here with us. First, a lot of whom I met for the first time today, but Crestview Mayor David Cadle. We have the mayor from Laurel Hill, Robbie Adams. We have Graham Fountain, County Commissioner. Does anybody know who Graham? Quick story. I know we're going to move this along, but I've been coming over here daily for about 3 weeks or so now, and one day I was coming up Ferdon Boulevard, and I finally figured out it was Ferdon Boulevard, and I saw all these cars parked out in this parking lot, and I was getting hungry. I said, Azteca Mexican restaurant. I will go in there and have lunch. Well, I walked in there, and Graham saw my logo on me, and immediately, came and welcomed me to town. And so you have a great ambassador in Graham. So.
I came out of my shell.
Yeah. So Crestview Chamber members. Let's see, who do we have?
We have Don, our chairman of the board, Don, right
Yes.
here.
And Paul Luck, supervisor of elections. And of course, the Okaloosa County Superintendent, Mary Beth Jackson. So if I could just tell you real quick a little bit regarding Hancock. We, as I've already said, we're certainly honored to be a part of Crestview and the Okaloosa County market. This really gives us an opportunity to really fill out our presence throughout Okaloosa County. We have been in the south part of the county, but not up in the north. And so I reside in Pensacola, but I'm over here every single week. And when I come over, I come by the interstate. When I get to the exit, I always turn south. But I'm very excited about turning north, which I've been doing it a lot lately. So we're certainly proud and happy to be a part of your community. In talking with Penny, I said, we need to demonstrate our commitment to the market. We need to do so quickly so people get to know us. And I asked, what do you feel would be a good way for us to do that? And she said, well, schools are a big thing in this area. I said, absolutely. So let's look to make an investment in the schools, not knowing there would be 12 of them. See, I learned how the Crestview people work real quick. So I was thinking, 4 or 5 schools, what have you, and she rolled out the list, and yeah. And so we said absolutely, because it's really important to us, to invest in education, because certainly that is our future. And real quickly, before I get fired, let me introduce my boss, Robbie Baker. Robbie, if you could raise your hand. Robbie is our regional president over Alabama and Northwest Florida, and so I report to him daily, and multiple times throughout the day, so I keep him busy. But we're very proud of our history. As I said, we go back to the the 1800s, and we've been helping local people and businesses succeed and delivering the personal, convenient, and five-star service that clients expect and deserve from their bank. And we are one of America's strongest and safest financial institutions. Bauer Financial has recommended the bank of one of the most financially sound U.S. banks for 110 consecutive quarters, more than 27 years in a row. We're proud to model our products and services based on how people bank and do business today. We offer the best products and services provided by local people, the bankers you know and trust, empowered to guide you through important financial decisions affecting you and the people we depend on. We also bring you advanced, convenient technology to make banking easy and safe any time of the day, of night, including online banking at HancockWhitney.com. We were founded to help people achieve their financial goals and dreams. We come to work every day to help create opportunities for people and the communities we serve. We believe a strong education is a foundation on which to build dreams and create opportunities for our community and families. I promise you, as the market leader in this area, that we will be a very active participant in this community. We believe, and you don't see us on TV, you don't see us, in the paper or in magazines. Where you see us is right here, hand to hand. And, we'll be seeing you and other organizations throughout this community on a regular basis, and we believe in investing in them. So that's where we invest our money. And we believe that comes back to us, tenfold. In any business, you have to invest in, I always, refer to as farming. You can't continue to take from the land. You have to reinvest in it. And this is just the first step in our reinvesting in Crestview, because we believe y'all are growing, and we plan on being here and growing with you for many, many years to come. So enough of listening to me. I'm sure that's not why y'all are here. But we are glad, as I said earlier in speaking to Penny, she said education is so important around here, as well as football. And I see you brought one of the football players with you. We do want to say to our teachers, principals, and school employees, we say thank you for making a difference in so many lives. To school board and local officials, thank you for your leadership in sustaining an educational system that helps improve and grow our community. And to the citizens of this special place, thank you for allowing Hancock Bank to call Crestview and Okaloosa County home. So with that, now I'd like to present Mary Beth Jackson, the superintendent of Okaloosa County Schools, with the bank's donation of $6,000 to benefit 12 of her schools in North Okaloosa County.
Oh my!
You good?
Oh my goodness!
I just don't know if you can deposit that across the counter.
I used to work at the bank.
You can stay up here with us. We're going to hand out the individual checks. Okay.
I would.
And then we're going to ask you could say your word. Okay, great. All right. So, to present the individual checks, we've got Penny, as obviously all of you know very well. But first we have Antioch Elementary School, Kelly Sanders. Sanders? Kelly? Yes.
I'm the other Kelly.
Kelly Howard.
Congratulations.
There
you go.
Thanks, Penny.
Okay, thank
Stay
you.
here, Bob, so you get-
Gonna get a picture.
And from Baker School, Mike Martello. Yeah, absolutely.
I taught this fella.
Oh, really?
And no, I didn't teach you, but I remember when you were here.
Bob Sykes Elementary School, Vicki Hayden.
I think Vicki, there she is. She is. Thank you, Jane. Thank you so much.
Everybody's getting called by a different name when they come up here. I mean, this is
That's okay.
the Crestview thing. Okay, Crestview High School and middle linebacker, Dexter Day.
Those kids in shape.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
He's a good guy.
That would be intimidating if you're in high school. Davidson Middle School, Jay Sanders.
Look at this guy.
Basketball player.
Laurel Hill School, Lee Martello. Yes, absolutely.
We got her teller training from Penny. Years ago.
Now that was the second Martello. Is there
That's correct.
is there anything going on?
It's really the first one.
Okay. Northwood Elementary School, Dr. Donna Good. Richburg School, Nicole Rickman.
Congratulations.
Riverside Elementary School, Terry Banks. Shoal River Middle School, Gary Massey. Southside Primary School, Debbie Hahn.
Thank you so much. Tell her there's some money for ESY.
Yes, ma'am.
She's been worried about it.
And Walker Elementary School, Lorna Carnley.
Thank you so much.
And we got them all. Honestly, that's impressive. Really, it really is. It says a lot about your, about our community and the growth y'all are having. So, real quick.
Problem is Cato Fountain School of Government.
Yours is coming.
Or Kennedy University, yes.
I'm going to ask the superintendent just to say a couple words.
Thank you all for being here today, and I have to give you a little bit of history that you may or may not know. I began my career working in the bank as a proof and transit operator. I went to college at William Carey College, and I worked at First Mississippi National Bank, worked my way through college, working in the bank, so I have a great love for the industry and what it does for our community. This could not come at a better time for our schools. We have received an interesting budget this year from our legislators in Tallahassee. We met with all these folks yesterday. We know the challenges we face, ladies and gentlemen, and I know that you do. Every penny that you give these folks, I promise you, it is used for our children and the programs in their schools. And I am so thankful to Hancock Bank for recognizing our community and how great it is and how great these schools are. We are so blessed to live and work where we do. And I know that these principals and other representatives here, they love their schools, they love their children, and I am anxious to see. It's funny that you have given us this money. I was talking with a principal at Southside just yesterday, our little primary school, and I was there visiting the school, and she was so worried about her extended school year, summer school. She said, "Miss Jackson, I just don't have any money for supplies this year. Of course, I'm going to do something to help with that, but today you gave them a great start on that, and she is going to be so excited." But thank you so much. Thank you to Hancock Bank. We love our business partners. We love our community. And look, I love all these guys because they are the ones who make our schools great. And thank you for inviting us here today.
Absolutely. I should add, my wife's a school psychologist, so.
Oh,
Yeah.
where? We need psychology.
She's in school. Yeah. I tell you what, I'd be happy for her to take it out of the house and somewhere.
Never going to happen.
Yeah. But listen, thank you all for coming, and thank you for what you do. Honestly, it really is the future, and we are tickled to death to be here, and I'm excited to getting over here and having more lunches at Azteca and David's Catfish Shack and all the rest of the place. I haven't seen them all, and Desi's. Okay. Yeah, but look forward to building a long-lasting working relationship with all of y'all in the community. So again, thank you for coming out.
Thank you.
All right. If we could get a photo.
We're talking with Bruce Vredenburg, who is new to the Crestview community, and he finally has learned that, yes, you can turn north on Highway 85 Fernand Boulevard, as Hancock Bank has now become a major presence here in North Okaloosa County. Welcome to our community.
Thank you so much, and you're absolutely right. We've been in Okaloosa community for 4 or 5 years now, and but have been spending all our time down south, and we've been looking for the right opportunity to get up here into Crestview with all the growth that we've been seeing going on. And this presented the right opportunity, and we're tickled to death about it.
Yeah, because right down the street we got a new Walmart, their second store in Crestview. Right up the street, a new Publix, their second store in Crestview. So although the city population can fool you, there's only like 14,000 or 24,000 in the city.
Right.
But the UWF's circle study from my radio tower about a mile from here, within 5 miles, there's almost 50,000 people who all have a Crestview mailing address. Oh. And I guess they could bank in Crestview, couldn't they?
Absolutely. You know, and that's not unusual for us to see in a lot of our markets where the cities have the smaller populations,
right,
and you got the surrounding county areas that are growing. But this creates a unique opportunity for us, we think, because we are spread all throughout, the Gulf Coast area, but have really kind of missed out on the northern end of the county. So, but you're right, there's a lot of things that have been happening here. I believe that pharmacy school has been brought into the area.
They've been here for a while, yeah, and there was a case of repurposing what was built as a city hall in 1937, 40,000 square foot for 2,000 people. Mm-hmm. But the city fathers knew they could rent out most of that to a sewing factory with 300 jobs at the end of the Depression.
Sure.
So this town's been looking ahead like that.
Yeah, and you've got a kind of a burgeoning, medical community. I think we're actually, I think, financing a couple of new medical offices in the community already.
Good.
We've got another large project that hasn't been announced yet, but it's going to be a pretty significant investment in this community, and we are excited about being a part of that. So yeah, there's a lot going on up here, and we're just excited. And not to mention, everyone we've met in this community are just genuine good people.
Right. Well, and this banking company has been, as it began originally as First National in the 50s, because our radio station also began in the 50s, and we've been business people ever since that era. But your bank, though, goes way back to the late 1800s, in the history of Hancock and Whitney.
That is correct. Yeah, we started in South Mississippi area in the late 1800s, and have essentially grown out from there. We've always kind of stuck to our roots, which has been in the deep Gulf South area. Mm-hmm. So if you kind of looked at the Gulf of Mexico, we kind of wrapped from Houston all the way around the Gulf down into the Tampa area. We have a major presence in all the ports, in that area, and things are going well for us.
You have branches, I guess, in the Mobile area too there.
We do, yeah. Mobile, South Mississippi, South Alabama, South Louisiana, Northwest Florida, and down into Central Florida. So.
And I understand it was way back during the Depression, end of those days, that Whitney and Hancock kind of decided we need to be friends and help each other.
Well, there have been multiple instances over the history of the two banks where we've been there for each other. And it was a relationship that has been fostered over, decades and decades. And of course, during the Great Recession that, we all have experienced recently, it created another one of those scenarios. In this case, it presented an opportunity for us to come together as partners through a merger, and it's worked out extremely well, we think, for both clientele.
Right. Now, for the people who have been customers of this bank for all these years, they've kind of been through, this is their second transition in barely 2 years, so they know, are we going to still keep seeing those same faces that we've dealt with in the past? And it's an important thing, I guess, to a community. And it looks like everybody I'm looking at has been here a while.
Well, certainly anytime you go through this type of transition, and given, a little bit of the history, where there has been a couple of, unfortunate scenarios, you're going to have some change. I mean, we just know that. But I can tell you that in large respect, you're going to see all the faces that you've grown accustomed to seeing when you bank with us.
And in this particular case, no fault of the folks here in this area. It was some challenges over in the Louisiana part of the market that created this situation to make this change.
That's correct. And my understanding, and speaking to the folks here in the Crestview market, that really they were never really given the opportunity to kind of get out and run, and a lot because of what they were facing back in New Orleans. And fortunately, that's what we're going to bring. We're going to bring a very strong financial balance sheet and income statement. We're not only going to give all the employees from First NBC confidence and comfort that they know that when they wake up tomorrow, there's going to be a job there for them, because we run a well-organized and functional bank. But for the clients, they're going to see a lot more opportunity as well, because we're going to unleash the bankers and ask them to go out there and get aggressive in working with all the customers and businesses in this area.
Well, good. Well, we look forward to working with you, and of course, we hope to keep our 50, 60-year history of working with these folks in this bank, keep it going between our radio station and y'all.
Absolutely, and this is a beautiful location.
Yeah.
We're very excited about being in it.
Good. Thank you.
All righty.
Appreciate
Have a
it.
great
Thank
day.
you much. Okay.
I'll run and grab your call.
Dale Rice Jr., I think it would be a minimal phrase to say these past 5, 6 years have been kind of a real challenge, and you've been through it and survived it here, my friend.
Well, I think perseverance is the right word,
Okay.
but it wasn't me by myself. I mean, with the Great Recession and the oil spill and countless families that really suffered a lot, it has been a trying, 10 years. When you see a lot of the people you grew up with and a lot of the folks that you knew and a lot of the businesses that have been around 30 and 40 and 50 years, end up failing because of the Great Recession, and then the timing of the oil spill couldn't have been worse for our region, and it just decimated so many people. From our standpoint, we just kept coming in. We just kept fighting, kept working the best we could, helping the people we could. We are very excited about Hancock. I've followed them for a long time, and they've been around a long time, and they're very professional at what they do. And obviously, you can see right off the bat, they've only been here 3-something weeks, and they're already cutting checks to the community and to the schools, and so they know what the right thing to do.
And I think, again, that for the local people, the continuity of the people here in the building, within the branches in Crestview that people have done business with, they're still seeing you and Penny and everyone else that's here.
Well, I think that was the neat thing for us to see, something that happened in New Orleans that we really had nothing to do with,
Right.
that affected the Florida market. The last few years, 2 years and 4 months, we've had a great run. And we were so excited about the future, and then obviously some things happened in New Orleans, and that changed. But the best one to get us would have been this group here and what they do, and then to see the people come back, and a lot of them say the reason we're back is because of the faces that we know. And we want to continue the tradition, and again, everybody's going to have highs, everybody's going to have lows, everybody's going to have success and failure. It's really what you do through that.
Right.
And we just want to be visible, accessible, and able to respond and keep doing what we do.
And of course, you do have the backing now of a bank that goes back to the 1800s, so I guess they're here to stay for now, right?
The bottom line is anything in the world can happen, but this bank here has been through all sorts of events over 100 years, and they're very conservative, and really even listening to their cell culture and going through some loans and how they underwrite and all, it's refreshing, and we're looking forward to getting back to work and running full speed.
Well, good. Well, we're glad to have you with us, and look forward to having you on the radio a lot more in the years ahead.
All right, thank you, man.